Ricks, you have a locate in the computer system that says you're required to provide a DNA locate. Basically, the state changed a law earlier this year where they're retroactively collecting DNA on previous convictions. You have a conviction for mix 4, I believe they said, from 2007 that has that requirement. Okay?
Absolutely not. I don't.
In that case, I'm going to advise you that it is a felony to refuse to do so. It is failure to provide a DNA sample as required.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff's deputy. Today's video is brought to you by the YouTube channel by the name of Ed from Anchorage. If you have not subscribed to his channel, please make sure you go and do so. As if things weren't crazy enough, now police in Alaska are able to order you to give up your DNA. That's right. Imagine just driving down the road. Maybe you didn't quite stop at the stop sign, but with today's policing, maybe you did. But the cop stops you. Not only does he order you to give him ID, but he orders you to give him your DNA. Things are really getting crazy. And get this, the state has approved of this. Let's read this really quickly. Beginning in January 2022, the Alaska Department of Public Safety updated the Alaska Public Safety Information Network, APSIN, to alert law enforcement anytime they have contact with an individual that currently owes DNA. This alert will enable the law enforcement officer to collect the old DNA during the contact. I'll put the article down below where the state stated that they failed to collect DNA that was owed on certain crimes. So this will allow cops to take your DNA because you may have been convicted of a crime. But here's a big problem with this. When we get cops like this one who will lie, that's why I stated it was important to remember that he said the driver was convicted. These cops will lie to see if they can push the limit. Let's push the envelope. I want to see if I can get more than your ID. I want your DNA. But the driver in this video stands his ground. He stands on his rights. Watch what magically happens. Let's watch to the end of this video.
Mr. Ricks, you have a locate in the computer system that says you're required to provide a DNA locate. Basically, the state changed a law earlier this year where they're retroactively collecting DNA on previous convictions. You have a conviction for mix 4, I believe they said, from 2007 that has that requirement. Okay?
Absolutely not. I don't.
In that case, I'm going to advise you that it is a felony to refuse to do so. It is failure to provide a DNA sample as required.
Can you repeat that law?
It's failure to provide a DNA sample.
No.
That's what the law's called.
No, repeat. Cite the statute.
The state changed the law earlier this year where basically they're retroactively collecting DNA on previous convictions. So they
I was not
crimes.
convicted of any crimes.
You were convicted of a mix 4 in 2007.
Absolutely not convicted. I had a SIS and was. That's
okay,
it.
So are you refusing to provide the DNA sample, or are you going to provide it?
I don't
I
understand.
just need a yes or no.
No, I'm not submitting to anything. I'm not providing anything that I'm not
Okay. So
liable.
This is me advising you that failure to provide that DNA sample is a felony, and that
They already have my
that
DNA.
charge will be forwarded to the DA's office for review.
Okay, that's
Do you
fine.
understand that?
That's fine because they already have my DNA.
Okay.
I have 7 children. I've had my DNA taken many times.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay.
Child support? Yes. DNA? Yes. The state has it.
So again, just confirming. You
Okay.
understand that you are required by
That's
law
fine.
to provide
I'll
this
deal
DNA
with the.
sample, and you're refusing to do so.
Well, yeah. I mean.
You understand that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you kidding me? A DNA sample?
Wow.
Wow. Required to give a DNA sample. Retroactive, which they've already got a DNA sample from child support. Why would they need a DNA sample on something that I was never convicted? This guy's got a hard on. Wow. Tyrant 101 right here. Let's see what this guy's got up his sleeve. He's got a beard. Looks a little weird to me.
Alright, here's your ID badge.
Okay, what was your name again, officer?
It's Officer Johnson. All the information's on the bottom of the citation.
And your badge number?
Okay? 63154. It's right on here.
Okay.
So you're receiving 2 citations today. One's for modified vehicle exhaust. Like I said, you're required to have a muffler on the vehicle.
You're a tyrant of Anchorage. How long have you been here?
So this fine is $120. It is
You're live on YouTube, by the way.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's a correctable citation.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. You can go to the Environmental Services Division, and they will correct it for you there. You have 30 days to take care of that. All the information, if you want to do anything else, is on the bottom of the citation.
Sure thing.
This is for the improper turn that you made from 5th Avenue onto C Street.
There was a pedestrian walking across the street. I turned right into the direct lane of traffic.
It's all on video. It's a $2.95 citation.
Yeah, I'll be for you in the request on that video. You have it. Why don't you guys have body cams? By the way, we paid for that shit.
You're welcome to have
They don't have their body cams, and we paid for it 8 years ago.
You have a good rest of your day, okay?
Yeah, you too. Hey, officer, you have a good day. Tyrants. Holes.
So this cop stated that it was a felony to refuse to give your DNA if you are convicted of a crime and you never gave DNA initially. Well, the driver stated, I was never convicted. Also, in other situations, the state already has my DNA. You're not getting DNA today. So what does the cop do? He writes 2 citations, maybe 3 citations, and then he goes about his day. Why? Because he was lying. He knew the driver was never convicted. He was trying to push the envelope. He was trying to see if he can get more than what was required for that traffic stop. You must always remember, the police will lie. Therefore, you must record the police always and always know your rights. Never let them trample on your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.